Poggers! It's cycle number 5 now. This is a new one. 5 sets of 7 bench press arenas on a Friday night. That's what I'm talking about. Love me some Friday night gym. Had a couple of Mythic Pluses this evening, some plus 15s, completely out of time. That was pretty funny. Nothing really good dropped, no corrupted stuff. So then I was like, cool, that's done. Walk those doggos. They were really good today, they seemed to like it. And then popped down to the old Simply gym to do some bench pressing. And my word, what a tough bench press session that was. 5 sets of 7, 72 kilos was the target with a 90 kilo working max. Obviously the 5s and the 3s were tough last week, especially those 3s. That was a real grinder to get those out, and it was a kind of 72 felt like a little bit too much today. Sets 1, 2 and 3 were full sets of 7, but it was never really flying off the chest. A couple of slow reps to finish a couple of those sets off, and then set number 4 kind of just hit a little bit of a wall there. So I only got to 5 reps and I was like, fuck, I wasn't confident about hitting number 6, so I re-racked it and I was like, alright, rest pause. I was going to go for 2 more, but I can only get 1, so then I had to take a big break, come back for that 5th set, and again just ran out of steam at 5 reps. This time I did get both of the 2 more reps after the rest pause, but yeah, it was real tough. So I was a bit downhearted after the bench press. I was a bit worried it's going to be a bit of a shit session, but no, the rest of the session kind of bounced back quite nicely, and I guess not that surprised because the bench still felt pretty good. Like I could feel my chest feels like it had a good session, to be honest. It was just a little bit too much, so maybe a little bit too heavy. So plans for the bench, I'll stick with the 5s at the weight that I'm expecting. Oh, a fox! Distraction. There's a fox over there. Anyway, I'll probably try and do the 5s. I'll see how the 5s feel for the prescribed prescribed weight, which I think should be 76 maybe. We'll see. But I'll give those a go, see how that kind of goes. I'll probably just do the weight selected for this week and then sort of adjust going forward for the next cycle, depending on how the next 2 go. I'm going to need to up my protein levels a little bit. I've not really been on top of it properly, so maybe a few more calories. I mean, it feels good. I'm feeling quite lean, a bit leaner. Those abs are coming back out in the right lighting, so that's always nice, but maybe just a tad more, so I've got a bit more oomph. It might be the bit that gets me over the line with those bench press. But from there, a little bit different in terms of my upper session today. Started out with those pull-ups, wasn't feeling confident, and I've been a bit of a struggle recently, so I thought I'd mix that up. So I did like an AMRAP set of just pull-ups, body weight to start with, and that was 10.5. It was like a little cheeky half at the end, so 10.5. So I was pretty pleased with that. You know, it's a good sort of metric to go off of. So 10.5 from them, and then I went over and did some single arm narrow grip, like neutral grip pull downs on one of the machines, which I quite like. So just a bit of isolateral work on the pull downs with a different grip. So figured I'd mix that up a little just to spice it up and try and, you know, shock those muscles, give the pull-ups a surprise. Onto shoulder press, I felt like I was going to struggle, so I kind of went for just sort of a blast out of the park kind of strat, just go for quick reps, you know, kind of explosive, and just try and see what we could manage. I was hoping to try and get 10 on that first one, the 22s, and I got it, with a bit of a grinder to finish. Next set I was kind of going to see as like, if I can get anywhere between 8 to 10, I'll be happy, and I got 8, so the bottom end, I was hoping for a little bit more. Then last set I was like, if I can get 8, I'm happy, so boshed out the 8 there. So the shoulder press was actually pretty decent. That was really hard work though. I was kind of suffering when I was doing the next row exercise, which was the chest supported T-bar, but with a overhand wider grip. Since I did the narrow on the pull down, I went for the overhand, like up here. those bad boys on there. Did the same weight as the narrow one, which feels a bit easier, put more power in that grip position, but I was kind of just general fatigue and tiredness levels building up at that point, so that was still pretty tough to do 3 sets of 10 reps with the 25 kilos worth of plates on there. Into some abs. A few times I was there like, well, maybe I'll just skip abs tonight, but no, we got onto it and did it. Being a little bit strict with those, you know, like reverse dragon flags, which was nice. I've been trying to do 5 just fully straight legs and just plonk them down at the end because I can't quite hold them up. I can't really do a slow descent at the end. Just go boomf. And then after the 5 of them, I would do 5 with like a bend in the knee, so it's a little bit easier and try and control. And they felt really good, especially that second set. Really felt that in the abs. The twists, plank twists, pelvic side plank twists. Enjoying those. Those get a nice burn. And then the 15 kilo sort of negative crunches. They felt a lot more powerful today. So yeah, it was good ab sesh. I could see those abs coming out a bit more. So I feel like I've dropped my cows. I've been unintentionally been a bit lower, as I mentioned. So that's nice though. On the plus side, a little lower in energy, but you get a bit of a boost because it looks decent. Onto the old arms again. The theme of this session, I kind of swapped them around a bit. Did the sort of the peaking exercise, the supinated ones first, so I went with some barbell curls. First set on the 20 was really light. Superset with the barbell skull crusher and the narrow grip bench press with the same bar. So 20 kilos, really easy to start with, just sort of feeling it out. Second and third sets, bumped it up to the 25 kilo easy curl bar. And yeah, those curls are a lot harder at 25, that's for sure. Just sort of like some negatives to finish off the third set. I cheat it up and just negative down, because from about 7 to 10 I was kind of gassed out. But the triceps felt crazy strong on that, big pump on those, which is pretty crazy. And then I was about to bail out, but I thought I'd go ahead and see how the crossbody hammer curls were feeling, and I actually did a cheeky set. I took my hoodie off for the first time and did a cheeky set without the hoodie on, and my arms were fucking huge. I was absolutely massive, so that was a really big boost. I was there like, what the fuck? Where'd those fucking guns come from? Because I was like, yeah, I was absolutely jacked today. I didn't even take the pump product. So that gave me the motivation to put my hoodie back on, so I wasn't, you know, I've got focus up now, serious business, and then bossed out 3 sets of crossbody hammer curls, superset with some tricep kickbacks. So yeah, fucking huge today. It was nice. And then finish with a few face pulls just to wrap it up. So yep, overall rescued a session very nicely after some difficulties with those bench presses. But yeah, rest of the session absolutely banging. See you later.